Alright, what's up ladies and gentlemen? As you guys can see, here we are outside of the Swiss A330-300CEO aircraft. Our engine type for today's flight is going to be the Rolls-Royce Trent 700, as you can see right here. There's the aileron droop over there. So let's just go ahead and make sure that we removed our pins. Yep. Alrighty, yep. Okay, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the flight deck. Alrighty, so as you guys can see, here we are inside of the Airbus A330-300's flight deck. It's pretty similar to that of the A330-200 that we were flying last time. Just the only difference is that the A330-300 doesn't have its center tanks on the overhead panel. But, so, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into our electrical power-up checklist. So, thrust levers. Idle. Check. Engine masters off. Transponder standby. Engine mode normal. Weather radar off. Predictive wind shear detection system off. Ground control SRS off. TCAS standby. Exterior lights, wipers off. And fire ditches normal. Alrighty. Electrical power up checklist complete. Alright, batteries. Batteries check. Voltage verified as operational. External power connects. Cockpit recorder on. No smoking on. Emergency exit lights armed. Dome on. Alrighty, let's go and give our screen some time to perform a self-test. And once it's completed its self-test, you're going to go ahead and hear the master caution light or the master caution beep. There's ECAM memo. Oh man, look how beautiful the Zurich Airport looks in MSFS2024. Or Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, depending on what you'd rather call it. Bing. Alright. So, as you can see, our ECAM memos have disappeared, meaning that we can go ahead and start performing our checkups, or just tests. So, APU master fire test. Master warning light check. APU fire message check. Alrighty, fire test complete. Engine 1, Engine 2 fire test. Master warning, ECAM memo check, and Engine Master's fire check. Alrighty, fire test complete. Cargo / fire / smoke test. Master warning check. ECAM memo verified. Alrighty. We're looking pretty good so far. Let's just go ahead and set up our displays' brightness. Because right now I feel like I'm not comfortable with what we're dealing with at the moment. Let's go ahead and set that up real quick. Same thing goes for our integrity lighting and floodlight. There you go. Great. FCDU is a little bit too bright as well. Just go ahead and set that. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and align our inertial reference system. So, IRS1, nav, on battery light check. Wait for the on battery light to vanish. We're going to go and align. Set our IRS2 into the nav position. IRS2 nav, on battery light check. Alrighty, now we can go ahead and go IRS3 nav, on battery light check. Alrighty, what's on our master caution? Just go ahead and push down. Align IRS, it's in align. Nav occur, downgrade. Weights cleared. That's normal. Our weights are supposed to have gotten cleared. This is a new flight. So request our initialization data. Lima X-ray 16, cost index 10. Let's go ahead and look at that here. So cost index 10, ground distance. Actually no. Alternate airport for today's flight is going to be. Let's go ahead and look at that real quick. Philadelphia International 327. Check. Alright, let's go ahead and perform an annunciator test so we can go ahead and get our AP fired up. So, annunciator test. Overhead panel annunciators, check. FCDU annunciators, check. Main panels such as gears, ATBD set, and terrain on navigational display, verify operational, and pedestal annunciators, check. Alrighty, annunciator test complete. Set it back into the bright position. Alrighty, so what's our departure time for today? Departure 17:15 to 17:35. Oh man, we only got 17 minutes left. Alrighty, let's go ahead and try and expedite our boarding process. So, APU master on, starter set, monitor our APU page, conditioning page. Oh, our aircraft is cold, man. Oh my goodness. What a cool airplane. Transponder can stay in standby position for now. Flap doors has been opened. The flap door is just like a small little thing at the back of the APU. Not at the back of it, but besides it, if that's what you'd rather call it. Cruise altitude 340, but we do have step climbs for today. So 340. But we're gonna have to follow our what's it called? SID limits. We're gonna have to follow initial altitude. So 340, 360, 380, 390, then 40,000. Oh, flight level 400. Okay. Just I wanted to know our step thing. So nav 2, crew oxygen supply on. Ready. Wait for it to stabilize. Because we really need to start boarding right now. But while the APU is doing its thing, let's go ahead and monitor our cockpit oxygen quantity or crew quantity. So APU bleed on, APU verify stabilize, and condition sets. Alrighty, so 1500 psi is indeed within our operational limits, so we can go ahead and perform a test real quick. Okay, pull down. Should stay at 1500 psi or whatever psi it reads for you. 1500 psi verified. Okay, let go of the test. Alright, we can go and close the hatch. Alrighty, oxygen mask. Oxygen quantity verified at normal. Conditioning page. Usually you'd want to start boarding between 14 degrees Celsius and 19 degrees Celsius. So I'm going to go and give our aircraft some time. But while it's doing its thing, let's go ahead and set up our departure page. So, Zurich, departure runway 16. 3,700 meters long, departure to the south. Okay, what's our SID? Our standard instrument departure. Alrighty. Right here. Okay. Vivid 5. No, Vivid 4 Sierra. Vivid 4 Sierra. No transitions are available for our departure, so we're just going to go ahead and insert, and then we're going to fly direct to Lesser. Nope, we're going to fly direct to, no, hold on, Danzig, fly direct to Danzig. Wait, is that an airway or is that direct? Nope, it's an airway to Lesser, okay. Alrighty, let's go turn off our bleed now before it overheats our cabin. I don't know why, but for some reason, this aircraft just is not that good when it comes to maintaining a certain temperature. I'm like, it's like very good when you're at cruising altitude, but on like the ground with your engines off, it'll be all over the place. Like one flight I had it going up to 24 degrees Celsius. Like, oh my goodness. Alright, AP bleed on. The aircraft's already starting to cool down, which is something you just don't want. Like I said, you don't want the aircraft to be 8 degrees Celsius during boarding. Alrighty, so arrival is going to be KJFK ILS31 right. ILS31 right via Parch. Yep, Parch. Do we have a transition? Climate. Yeah, Climb's already here. Because whenever you use the SimBrief request SimBrief flight plan, it already inserts your waypoints. Just it won't pull up your arrival data, which is kind of sad. Do we have? Yep. As you can see, here's Parch. I meant Climb right here. Climb is right above Parch. Alrighty, let's go and delete our discontinuity. There we go. Alright. So ILS-31 right, meaning that we're going to land on the eastern runway. The runway that's more off to the east. Which is a good thing, because if we were to land on 13 left, however, we would have to fly to Canarsie approach. Which is kind of challenging, and I'm pretty sure it's RNAV, not ILS. Meaning that you're going to have to follow your vertical deviation and lateral deviation. But without further ado, let's go ahead and begin boarding. Cabin crew, please prepare for boarding. Alrighty, let's go ahead and pull up our weight data. Okay. Alrighty, so cabin crew verified, notified. Alrighty, we still got 3 minutes left till our inertial reference system comes into line, or comes into play. But we cannot fly like this, like I'm not even joking. How are you supposed to fly? So we've already completed all of our checkups, such as annunciator test, fire, and oxygen quantity. So let's go ahead and set up our altimeter data. So the METAR here at Zurich International Airport, QNH 1028. 1028 QNH. Acknowledge 1028 on our first officer's display. Same thing goes for our standby instruments. Alrighty, QNH HPA 1028 set. And once our inertial reference system aligns, we're going to go and turn on both of our flight directors, Flight Director 1 and Flight Director 2. And then we're going to go ahead and engage LNAV. LNAV is basically where you push down on the heading knob, like this. But without wasting any more time, I'll see you guys when our IRS comes into play. Alrighty, so as you guys can see, our inertial reference system has aligned itself, meaning that we can go ahead and bring our flight directors on, Flight Director 1, Flight Director 2. Alrighty, nav message, check, standby. Well, LNAV is currently armed, so once it can be powered on, it's going to become green. And that's usually once you're above 40 feet above ground level, I'm pretty sure. Go and turn on our constraints. Okay, initial. So the aircraft, the good thing about Airbus is that it follows its constraints. Like for example, if the airplane feels like it has to hold there, because it's been programmed into the MCDU. Because each SID has its own. Same thing goes for your stars, like arrival stars. It has its own constraints, meaning that the aircraft is going to follow it all the way till it just gets out of the restriction. Alrighty, let's go ahead and calculate our takeoff data. So calculate. Okay, well. Nav accuracy upgrade. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and insert our V speed. So V1 is going to be 150 knots, V rotate 152 knots, our V2 speed is going to be 158 knots. Our flaps config for today's takeoff is going to be slats 1 plus flaps. Our flex temp is going to be 51 degrees Celsius. Thrust reduction altitude 2,880 feet above sea level. Alright. Runway 16 check. Next. Climb 250 knots managed. Alrighty, good. Alright, I'm just going to leave our climb altitude as flight level 340. since the aircraft is smart enough to follow our constraints. Because usually the what's it called, Airbus aircraft, if it has like a restriction, it'll highlight the restriction in purple. Like for example, let's say you're flying standard, it'll be flight level 070 highlighted in purple, meaning that the aircraft can't keep climbing. You're gonna have to wait a little bit before it'll like begin its climb again. So yeah, pretty cool feature. Boeing also has that, just it doesn't highlight it. Just you're gonna have to look into your route page, I'm pretty sure. Also, are you guys a Boeing fan or Embraer or Bombardier or Airbus fan? Let me know in the comments. I'm kind of an all of the above guy, but the only issue I have with Bombardier is their auto thrust issue. Imagine having to fly an aircraft that has no auto thrust except for level change. It does have level change. But other than that, I'll see you guys once we complete our boarding process. Good afternoon. No, what am I doing? Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My goodness. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is the captain from. This is your captain. My goodness, what am I doing? Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is your captain from the flight deck speaking. On behalf of the flight crew and Swiss International Airlines, we would like to welcome you on board Swiss Airlines Flight 16 with non-stop service to New York City John F. Kennedy International Airport. Our cruising altitude for today's flight is going to be 34,000 feet. The weather for today's flight is forecasted to be pretty smooth for the majority of the flight, especially once we reach our cruising altitude. But we are expecting a very bumpy arrival into John F. Kennedy International Airport. And please remember, keep your seatbelts fastened at all times, even when the fasten seatbelt sign has been turned off. Let's just go ahead and test our Autoland light and our ILS real quick. Alrighty, so Autoland caution check, localizer, glide slope verified. Alright, Autoland test complete. And if you're wondering on why the Autoland light isn't always blinking whenever you disengage it while flying approach mode or an ILS approach, it's because it's only active whenever you're below 200 feet radial altitude. It's not always going to engage and start blinking. No, that's just not how it works. But other than that, I'll see you guys in 2 minutes. Alrighty, let's go ahead and begin inserting our data, our weight data. So our current block fuel for today's flight is currently 50.6 kg, 2,600 kilograms. Our zero fuel weight is currently 154.9. 154.9 kilograms check slash. And what's our zero fuel weight center of gravity? 26.5%. Alright, 26.5%. Set. Takeoff weight 204.9. Alrighty. V speeds check. Flaps config set. And flex takeoff temp check. Thrust reduction altitude verified as inserted. Alrighty, let's go ahead and turn on our fasten seatbelt sign. Alrighty, and I'll see you guys once we begin our pushback and engine start. Alrighty, let's go ahead and begin our pushback. So, let's go and notify our cabin crew. Cabin crew, please be positioned for pushback and engine start. Alrighty, let's go ahead and disconnect our external power since our APU is currently providing voltage for us at the moment. So, external power Bravo, external power Alpha disconnect. Alright, fuel pumps on. Alright, fuel pumps check, hydraulics check, electrical, air conditioning check. Let's go ahead and request ground power unit disconnection and request pushback. Okay, beacon light on. Transponder has been set to auto for ATC communication. And once we begin pushback, we're going to go ahead and start our stopwatch, which is this one right here, elapsed time. Beacon light check, parking brake disengage. Alrighty, here we go, we're on the move. Oh man, look at that Airbus A330 over there. There's also a lot of them to our right actually, wow. Alright, let's go and monitor our engine page. Alright, engine start clearance verified acquired. Engine mode set to ignition/start. PSI verified available and oil quantity verified. Alrighty, left engine verified clear. First offshore announced. Right side clear. Alright, engine 2 on. Alright, N2 is what's it called? N3 level is currently rising at the moment. Yeah, today we're going to be measuring an EPR instead of N1. EPR is a little bit more complicated for those who are asking on what EPR is. So let's go and go parking brake. Alrighty, parking brake engage. Check. Alright, N1's approaching stabilization. And if you don't know how to read EPR, just look right here. This is our N1 measurement system. The one at the very bottom. Alrighty, engine 2 set to stabilize. Engine 1 set to on. Auto brake max, hydraulic page. Alrighty, green hydraulic pump, yellow hydraulic pump verified. Available, green pump check. But this is just the rat pump, so we already have the green and the yellow. Alright, blue hydraulic pump verified available. Flaps slats set to phase 1 plus flaps. Weather radar 1, predictive wind shear detection system auto, ground control SRS on, TCAS TRA, transponder check auto. Today we're going to be departing with positive 5.0 trim. Alright, engine 1, engine 2 set is stabilized, AP master off, fluid off. Engine mode set to normal. Q and H set. Alright, cockpit to ground, we have 2 good engine starts. Good day. Alrighty, so nose taxi, anti-ice set, air conditioning, electrical, fuel pumps, hydraulics check, GPWS check as well, signs, and cabin crew verified, notified. Alright, let's go and set our trim first before we perform our flight controls check. So 5.2 up, set. Alright, flight controls check. So first we're going to begin with our ailerons, then after we verify our ailerons are operational, we're going to go ahead and perform elevator check and rudder. So right aileron, check idle, left aileron, check idle, elevator up, check idle, elevator down, check idle, right rudder, check idle, left rudder, check idle, flight control check complete, takeoff config test. Okay, so takeoff config should be normal. You have takeoff config normal, ring our cabin chime. Alrighty, cabin status secured. Alright, systems page verified normal. Okay, we can go ahead and begin taxiing. And at 2000 feet, we're going to go and turn our anti-ice on. So let's go and begin. Let's add some thrust. Oh yeah, you guys need to hear the Rolls-Royce Trent engines. You gotta listen to how they sound. They sound beautiful. Magnificent. Alright, you go ahead and begin our turn here. Departure runway is 16, meaning that we're going to go ahead and turn right. Not here, but at the next taxiway. Because we're going to end up hitting this A330's EPU. And then boom, nobody can fly. Neither can we, and so can he. So, thrust lever, idle. Fuel page. Alright, takeoff trim set. Check. Alright, clear left. Check. Clear right. Check. Continue taxi. Oh my goodness, my displays, man. They're super bright. Alright, let's go ahead and set our navigation display mode to arc. Alright, let's go and turn here. Oversteer a little bit. Alrighty, I'll see you guys once we begin lining up onto runway 16. Okay, let's go and turn left here. Strobe on, wing on, landing on, nose takeoff. Alrighty. Let's go and notify our cabin crew. Cabin crew, please be seated for takeoff. Okay. So runway verified, clear on approach. Check. And our runway verified, clear of obstacles. Check. Alrighty, let's go and continue lining up. Navigation display range set, anti-ice configurated, flaps and trim check. Fuel quantity verified, electrical check complete. Takeoff briefing complete check. Right, let's go and continue our lineup. Alright, ECAM check, no blue. Alright, VNAV set. Let's go and continue lining up. Oh man, what a job. Look at the center line profile. So, parking brake. Alrighty, once I announce 50 stabilized, we're going to go ahead and start up our chrono clock and go take off thrust, which is flex 51 degrees Celsius. Alrighty. Let's go and ring our cabin chime once. Alrighty. Alright, departure briefing complete. Let's go. Stabilize. SRS. Takeoff thrust set. Auto thrust blue. Airspeed live. Eighty knots. Check. Relief pressure. 100 knots. Check. V1, rotate. Nav, pause Pause rate climb, gears up. Alrighty, let's go ahead and follow our turn. Terrain on navigation display on. We just want to make sure we're not going to end up crashing into the Swiss Alps, you know what I mean? And on 2800 feet, we're going to go ahead and go thrust levers climb. Or once the climb message gets highlighted in green, alright, climb message check. Thrust levers climb. Gears up check. Flap 0 speed check. Spoiler stowed. Alright, we're just gonna have to watch out for the Alps here. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave terrain on navigational display to the on position. Alrighty, navigational display range set to 320 nautical miles. The aircraft is currently aiming for a green dot speed, for those who were wondering on why it's not going managed. Okay, after takeoff checklist. Climb checklist. Gears up, thrust lever climb position, spoiler stowed, flap 0, TCAS, TRA. Alrighty, so as you guys can see, we have passed flight level 070 or 7,000 feet, meaning that we can go ahead and go standard altimeter setting on all of our displays. Alrighty, standard check. Alright, I'll see you guys at 10,000 feet once we bring our landing lights off. Alrighty, so as you guys can see, we've passed flight level 100 or 10,000 feet, meaning that we can go ahead and turn our landing lights off. Tab verified above 2 degrees Celsius, meaning that anti-is safe. Alrighty, I'll see you guys at our initial cruise altitude, which is flight level 340 or 34,000 feet, or just once the alt cruise message gets highlighted in green instead of climb. Alrighty, see you guys. Alrighty, so as you guys can see, we've reached our top of cruise 33 minutes after departure, so stable path of flight verified, alt cruise message check, and airspeed check. Alright. Anti-ice check set, fasten seatbelt sign on. Cabin crew may begin serving catering. Alrighty, I'll see you guys at our next step altitude. So as you guys can see, we've leveled off at flight level 380, which is our new cruise altitude, since we've passed Gobble. So, fasten seatbelt sign verified off, and cabin chime. Alrighty, and I'll see you guys at our next step climb altitude. So as you guys can see, we've reached our top of descent, meaning that we can go ahead and engage descent mode. Our transition altitude for today's landing is going to be flight level 180 or 18,000 feet, since we're flying in American airspace. And we're going to bring our landing lights into the on position at 10,000 feet. Alright, I'll see you guys at our transition altitude. As you guys can see, we've dipped below 10,000 feet, meaning that we can go and bring our landing lights on. Attach page, verified 2 degrees. Alrighty, so as you guys can see, we've dipped below the 10,000 feet threshold, meaning that our landing lights have been set to the on position. Tab to verify 2 degrees Celsius or above, anti-ice off, GPWS has been configured, sign set, air conditioning, electrical, fuel pumps, hydraulics check, and landing elevation verified set. Alrighty, I'll see you guys once we begin our approach into JFK. Alrighty, altitude hold, check. Today we're going to be flying autopilot dual instead of autopilot 1 single. So let's go ahead and go. Flaps 1, speed checked. Spoilers armed. Localizer mode armed. There's our localizer. Alrighty. Let's go and deploy our gears. Speed checked. Gears down. Auto brake set. Flap/slat set to phase 3. Wheel page. Alright, there's our glide slope. Let's go engage autopilot dual. Activate approach phase. Manage airspeed set. Flaps full. Alrighty, landing checklist. Cam status gear. Gears 3 green, check. Flaps green light. Missed approach altitude set. E-cam check, no blue. Auto brake and anti-ice check. Alrighty, landing checklist complete. 1000 feet, go ahead and fly the approach by hand. Our arrival terminal for today is going to be Terminal 1, so we got a long time until we get to our terminal after touchdown. Okay, runway verified, clear of obstacles, check. Approach status stabilized. Glide slope localizer check. Missed approach altitude set. Okay, 1000 check. My controls. Five hundred check.
400.
Land.
100 above.
Check.
300. Minimum.
Continue.
200. $100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Roll out. Spoilers. Reverse green. ATBD set. Check. 100 knots. 80 knots. Check. 6 knots. Reverser stowed. My brake. Alright, let's go ahead and follow this turn off point here. Chrono clock pause. At the turn off point, we're going to go ahead and bring our flaps up and clean up our aircraft. Runway turn off on. That was a bit of a hard landing, not gonna lie, guys. So, flaps 0, spoiler stowed, strobe off, wing off, landing off, nose taxi, runway turn off. So, weather radar off, predictive wind shear detection system off, ground control SRS off. DCAS standby. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your cabin from the flight deck speaking. On behalf of the flight crew and Zurich International Airlines, we'd like to welcome you to John F. Kennedy International Airport. Our local arrival time at the moment is currently 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Our arrival status at the moment is currently on time. But in the meantime, before we arrive to our gate, please remember to keep your seat belts fastened at all times until the fasten seatbelt sign has been completely turned off. And once again, thanks for choosing Swiss International Airlines, and it's been our pleasure to serve you today. Alrighty, so APU status stabilized, check. Go ahead and bring our ground speed down to 7 knots. Ready? Then we're going to go ahead and pull into our ramp. So, small inputs on the tiller. Nose taxi light off. ground speed down to 5 knots. Alright, APU gen check. APU bleed on. Parking brake. Alrighty. Engine 2 off, engine 1 off. APU verified available. Dome light on. Lights still pointing off. Fuel pumps off, check. Door page and transponder standby. Cabin crew may begin deboarding. Alrighty guys, what a flight that was. Elapsed flight time today was 8 hours and 39 minutes. Stop. Let's go and reset all of our clocks. So chrono reset, elapsed time reset. Oh man, what a flight. 8 hours and 39 minutes in the Airbus A330-300, the longest CEO variant. Unless if there's another one that's just not within my pay grade. And beacon off. External power connect. Alright, APU master off, APU bleed off. So APU battery set to off as well. Our inertial reference system can stay in the nav position for now, but once we complete deboarding, we're going to go and power it off. Alrighty, I'll see you guys once we complete our deboarding process. Alrighty, so as you guys can see, we've completed our deboarding process, meaning that we can go ahead and come over here and turn our no smoking light into the off position. Emergency exit lights set to off. Air conditioning knobs idle, which is the green arrow. Set. IRS 3 off, IRS 2 off, IRS 1 off. Nav 2 set to 1 and then off. APU page, APU verified off. Okay. Crew oxygen supply off. Clocks verified reset. Check. Transponder standby, TCAS standby. Engine masters off, engine mode off. Alrighty. External power set to off. There's the master caution bell. Beep. Battery 2 off. And battery 1 off. Well guys, I'm not even gonna lie, that was quite a memorable flight. Our elapsed flight time was 8 hours and 47 minutes, with our arrival time being 40 minutes delayed. So that wasn't that bad. Because in real life, the real aircraft usually would be 30 plus minutes delayed. But hey, it's whatever. And I just want to thank all of you guys, even those who aren't subscribed and like the channel. I want to thank you guys for your support, and I'm looking forward to make more videos with you guys. But other than that, peace out, stay safe, hope you guys had a great day, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Good night, and I'm looking forward to see you guys in the next episode. Peace out, man.